Alright guys, so The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time has recently been ported over to PC, and today I'm going to show you guys how to get it up and running. Just to be transparent, you are going to have to find a very specific version of the ROM. I'm not going to tell you where to find it in this video. You have to look somewhere else for it. Google is your friend and will be very helpful in finding the ROM that you need. But you are going to need to head over to their GitHub page, which I'll leave a link for down in the description. The team that made it, Harbor Masters, created this app here called Ship of Harkinian. You're going to need to go down here to the Discord and open up their Discord page in order to get the app. And from there, you're going to need to go over to the Builds tab and download this app here. This here will help you get the game up and running. You're going to need to download that into a separate folder or a new folder rather, on your desktop, like I've done here, as well as the very specific debug version of the ROM that you're going to need for this game to run. You're going to unzip these files together and extract them to the directory that you're currently in. And from here, you're going to open up the OTR GUI file here. You're going to click this here, and it's going to take a minute. Once you click the open here, just search for the ROM there. It's going to take a minute to go through this process and get everything up and going for you. But once it does, it's basically what it's doing is compiling, I'm assuming, all of the files needed to basically run this very specific version of the ROM. And it's really cool because it runs it at widescreen 1080p. I actually have it set up to run 1440p, and I'll show you how to do that as well. You just have to know the resolution scale that you needed to run it at. But it takes just a minute for it to run through here and get it up and running. You'll notice here it'll say here in a minute that it's doing a process, and it takes another second from there. We'll just wait here and wait for it to finish. There you go, building OTR. And we're done. So we can close this now. Go ahead and close both of these. And go ahead and just click on here to open the file. You're gonna double click here. You're gonna pop up there and a pop up here. And you're off to the races as far as the game is concerned. It does work here with the controller. I'll turn the volume down. It work here with the controller. I'm using an Xbox One controller, but everything works as normal. But we're not done quite modifying it yet. Again, you can up the resolution. Let me just show you really quick. You can make it widescreen when you open it here. You can go ahead and make it full screen, and it'll run widescreen. It's not going to stretch anything out. Everything's going to look as it should in a widescreen version of the game. But yeah, you can start the game there if you'd like to. But what you can do is you can, again, modify the resolution as well as a few other things just to make things easier for you. Like, again, I'm going to be running it at 1440p for the resolution. And so 2560 by 1440, and this is going to be the full screen height and width of the game. I'm gonna go run it in DirectX. So to do that, you just delete this line here. You can leave it in OpenGL. It runs fine in OpenGL. I just happen to prefer DirectX because I'm a simp. Then you're gonna scroll down here to some of the debug settings. Fast text, I'm gonna turn that on. I'm going to disable level of detail, and what that does is it makes it to where everything is always at its highest polygon count. So when you're far away from characters, they don't look blocky, and they don't look poorly drawn. Basically, it's going to make everything always look as sharp as it can based on your system. I'm going to do the animated pause menu, and what this does is instead of having the stagnant picture of Link when you pause the game, it's going to have him kind of like bouncing back and forth like he does in game. And I believe that's all I'm going to mess with here. You can mess with the menu bar if you want to, but that doesn't make it run full screen because there is a little bar. Well, it's full screen, but there's a bar up there. Also, I want to go up here and adjust this. Change this 0 to 1 to, again, have it running in full screen so you don't have the bar here and the bar at the top. Now we're going to close this and save it. And double click this again. And there the game opens in full screen. There's no bars at the top or the bottom. The game is up and running now. You can get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run. I'm going to pause the video for a second. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the version that I was playing in earlier, where I have the shield and sword, just to show you how the game looks. Alright, so here we are with a save point that I had earlier where I already grabbed the sword and shield. I'm going to go ahead and go over to old whatever the his name is and show them that we have the sword and shield, and head over to the Great Deku Tree just really quickly just to show you that it does work. I forget what the his name is. But anyway, like the fast text, what it does is it rushes through the text so you don't have to go through all that text again, because I'm pretty sure most people played this game before. We'll just go ahead and show a little battle real quick. I'm using air quotes for battle because I'm not fighting back. It's stealing candy from a baby. But yeah, that's it. I won't keep you guys. Again, everything works as you would expect. The controller is automatically mapped. I'm using an Xbox One controller, Bluetooth, with my PC. Everything works as you'd expect it to. The C buttons are mapped to the right analog stick. But if you have any trouble, please feel free, ask in the comments below, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I will update content as often as possible. Also, for another great resource would be the Discord channel. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Happy gaming!